Hey, what's up? I'm Quinn. I'm about to show you guys how to make this track called Vermilion. It's pretty big and it's pretty well organized too. So anyway, first of all, you need a DAW to do something like this. I'm using FL Studio. And anyway, for this is going to be a glitch hop kind of mid-tempo tutorial. So I have the BPM, the beats per minute, that's tempo, at 95. And let's just take a listen to this first part here. Okay, so let's take a closer look here. If you want to zoom in a little bit, right? So here, this doesn't matter right now. This is master stuff, automation. Right here, I have the sidechain. I sidechain using envelopes. There's a few ways you can sidechain. It's basically just ducking out audio in some fashion so that you can hear the drums better. So you get this, like, if you didn't have the sidechain, it'd be clipping a little bit probably if I didn't have a compressor on the master, which keeps this from, you know, like exploding your ear. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on in the mixer anyway. So for the drums, we have like this kind of, okay, hold up. So this is my kick. You know, it's pretty simple pattern. Throw in the snare. It's got a lot of reverb on it. It just helps to fill up the mix a little bit. Now that cymbal actually sounds like garbage, but for some reason it sounds quite good in the song, in the context. And that'll happen sometimes. And then I have this random snap. Yeah. So if we throw that all together, I don't know, it's kind of cool. It's a little accent. And then these are cymbals. A lot of reverb again. So, oh, and right here, this is the piano. And these are the chord right here. These are the chords, but I don't want to play them because they really goof on my computer for some reason. Just goes like, this is CPU usage, and it goes straight to 100 million, and so I just have it rendered out to wave, which is a lossless audio file. So this is a pad that I rendered. This pad doesn't like destroy my computer like the piano did for some reason, but it does take a lot. So rendering these things out into wave can really help you save space. It's got a lot of phasing on it, and I guess that's just to give it some movement. It's very wide. There's a lot of stereo width. So this is just a little Rhodes piano to add some flair. And hold on. This is very dissonant. But dissonance is not always bad. I think it sounds good in the mix. Oh, and by the way, this is in C major, which is a very simple key. It's just all the white notes on a piano. And now, down here, I keep turning off this up here. So this is just a cool little perk that I found. It's just a bell. And it's reversed, like it says right here. So it sounds pretty good. These are just to fill, these are little fills just to, like, I don't know, give a little bit more excitement to the intro. That's vinyl. Everybody likes vinyl. And this, I don't know, it's kind of like a glitchy sound. It's cool. And it sounds good in the mix. And this is a little yeah, and that, it's just a small vocal. It's literally called small vocal. And this, I really like this. It feels like wind, and I have it panning across. Or it's like, it sounds like leaves blowing in the wind, and that's why I like it. It puts a lot of motion into the song. So anyway. Oh, wait. Okay. There's a lot more, never mind. Hold on. If I just go all the way back up here, damn. Or not, that must be, oh, whoops. So, this is just a lead. I'm sure it's in Citrus, which is an audio plugin, hold on. Yeah. It's just a simple Citrus patch. And, it's kind of in the background. It doesn't matter that much. But anyway, there's you also have these things. This little lead. It's got some really cool distortion on it. Oh, well, at least I like it. I named it Boop Lead, I guess, because you know, it goes whoop. It sounds good. It's barely in the mix though. Okay. Here we're getting into some crazy sound design. So this is a Reese bass, which is just, you know, it's like a Reese bass. It's pretty grungy, like it's got a growl to it. There's a lot of really good Reese artists out there, like Copycat. He makes amazing Reese basses. Here, this is what it should sound like. So, yeah, and then this is just it's the Reese just playing one note, and this is all modulation for the Reese. I'm modulating FM wavetable position. Hold up. You know, it's making a lot of noise. So, and you can't really hear that much of the noise that it makes in the mix, but you know, what can you do? Still sounds good though. So as you can see, all these things are being excuse me, they're being modulated. And the cutoff has a very profound effect, because you know you're just taking out higher or lower frequencies. You know. All right. So I think that's the intro done. And oh my God, this is big. This is Windows 95. I really, really like that. I think that's just beautiful, wonderful sound design. Oh, whoops. This sign is being modulated by a lot of things. It's just a chord. So, I think this modulation is excessive. You could do it with less, and you could make it sound better with less modulation. But yeah, these are all for this one chord, and together it just sounds like this. So that's, I mean, whatever. Alright, now we have this ARP. I keep having to go back up here for turning off the cutoff. There's a lot of resonance on this ARP, but like when it comes in, I think it sounds good. See, that's the resonance. It gets really annoying, but that's, I turn it down right here. Yeah, we're gonna have to be dealing with that for a bit. Hold on. Alright. So right when we start here, I just have the Reese going. It keeps all this in motion. This is a nice little we'll zoom in right here. I think this is from a sample pack. Pretty simple. We'll crash. So I have the pad going again. Yeah, it's pretty simple right here. It's just all for build up. It was building up, and then you take all the movement down for a minute, and then you bring it to the drop. Which I'm doing right here with this, there's a lot of percussion going on here. Well, I guess not really a lot, but you know, there's a shaker. I have some really weird, there's a really weird panning going on here, I think. I don't know. So I'm just bringing the drums in, you know, one by one. Okay. Alright, so this does most of the build up right here, just these 4 kicks. You know it's coming. You know it's coming when these 4 kicks are like boom, 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 boom. They're getting more clear because I'm automating cutoff. And then anyway, this is a completely different kick. Hold on. So if we look right here, it's just a, you know, a nice big kick and a nice big snare. Very simple. Back and forth there. And then I have the same cymbal from earlier. It's coming in at the same time every time. Just, I don't know, give it more continuity. This I just left in here because you don't need to take it out. That, okay. And then this is just, you know, it's a little decay like into the drop. I think it sounds pretty neat. So I also rendered out all this like stuff from the drop here. Hold on. I muted. Yeah, these take a lot of CPU as well. So I just rendered out all these chords, and I have them labeled, as you can see. So I have them side chained. That's why they're kind of coming in at a weird. Like there's just this little click right here. But I also have, like, I recorded them while they were being side chained, but they also are being side chained as, you know, the wave file. So that's just the chords, and they have a little vibrato on them, which means their pitch is modulated just a little bit, and it just gives it a little bit more attitude. So this is it's just a nice pluck, which is, you know, when right here. That's what it looks like. It's just like, this is what makes it a pluck. I'm taking the filter, and then it drops really quick. And it just gives you that effect. The little click in the beginning is kind of annoying, but it's fixed by the side chain. Oh, whoops. So that's muted. This is the bass. This is a big boy here. This took me a while. Getting this mix on this bass was we're doing the same thing. It's a pluck, you know. And it's just got a lot of bass and a weird decay to it. And it's just big and thick and nice. Oh, and this is a sub bass. Oh, never mind, it's a mid. Or both, I guess. It's just like it's got a vocoder on it. That's why it sounds kind of liquidy and neat that way. So altogether, it sounds like this. Hold on. Oh, and I didn't render this out to wave because it was pointless. It doesn't use that much CPU. Now let's see. So yeah, so that's it for like the first part of the drop. And then over here, yeah, right here, you know, that's the kick hitting it and side chaining it. The right here, here, and here. And you know how these ones before, that it took it that long to get from like a very short decay to a longer decay, so you hear more of the high end. And then I just changed the rate so that right here it just takes longer for the decay. I think that's this one. Alright. Now right here, it's just got a flanger, which, you know, hold on, maybe I can find it since it's not rendered in the mix. Oh, I forgot there's also a lead there. So it's just kind of got a flanger on it. Sounds cool. And then I have this to give it a little bit more vocalization. Kind of cool. Oh, I did it again. Lame. Oh, hold on now. What's going on then, mate? Oh my god. Okay. I don't know why this isn't working. Hold on. What? Oh, that's why. Okay, this is just an ARP. The lead thing. Doing some movement in the background. kind of good. Now this. Yeah, so this, it fits into the mix quite well. It just comes in out of the background, filters in so that, you know, it feels like it's coming from far away. That's a little vibrato, just to give it attitude. And then right here is a little breakdown. So I have this same lead here, just kind of a little arp, just to give this a little bit more movement. Now, this bass is happening a whole lot now. Yeah, right here, like the filter changes, so it just like has no, like the decay is really long, so you don't get that pluck like that. Ding dong. It's just dang. This is pretty cool. The pitch just kind of, you know, just automated down. It's just kind of cool. Okay. Next. Yeah, so it's pretty. Oh, hold on. Okay, so on the chords, on the drop chords, these ones up here, they're being filtered in, just right at the last chord. Sounds kind of cool. And then these ones, I changed the decay. So they don't hit as hard. It just gives the bass more room anyway, so you can hear the bass better, which is what I wanted. That was the goal of this. Because I just really wanted that bass to hit and hit hard. So this is the breakdown. Okay, so up here, the drums just change to be, hold on, you know, a lot of reverb again, by the way. So the drums, they're playing the same pattern, simple, but they're completely different drums. Kind of more lo-fi hip-hop drums. Got the cymbal, just same shaker, keeping the movement going here. And then this is just white noise, I believe. This little descent here. No, I really don't know what that is. Sounds like white noise. So we have the same atmospheric lead thing. Same like synth from earlier. Those doing the. Now, the important part of this, I think, is right here, the little Reese. Hold on. So this, I got some compliments on this one. So that just has a lot of stuff going on. I'm going to show you the patch. If I can locate it. Alright. Right here. Everything is modulating. Like, there's just a lot of things modulating each other. A lot of crazy stuff going on. I think I have LFOs, which are low frequency oscillators. You know, it's just for easy modulation. They're modulating each other, I believe. So that's why this thing is moving around so crazily. This is all the stuff on it. Doesn't sound very good without it. Throw all these things on, and it's radical. Again, we got Reese here. This is simple stuff. You go in digital. This is Serum, by the way, if you couldn't tell. If you just go in digital, grab the Reese bass. It's a wavetable preset, and just fantastic. It really is a nice preset. And this is just a saw. It's not like 100 different basses, which is what it kind of sounds like. So this is just this is from PT. I'm just changing the pitch, and the EQ is kind of goofy. I believe this is EQ mix. So there's like a EQ on it to make it sound like he's in a telephone. And then the mix like fades out, so it gets a little bit more clear. It's barely noticeable, especially in the mix, but you know, it like by the end you get more bass on his voice, and that's the point. So this is nice, the piano. Might as well show you the chords here. So I did a little work on the velocities here. They don't change that much. There's no profound difference, but this right here, if you just, you know, change the notes, like they don't all hit at the same time. It's not so computerized. I guess I could have done that on all of them. But I like the effect of, like, it's like a contrast. You know, a little melody up there. Keep it in motion again. And what do we have next? There's the bell. Just going the whole time to fill the mix. More vinyl. And then right here, a lot of modulated. Okay, there's a lot of modulation going on. You know, like this thing is being super modulated just in Serum itself, and then I'm out here modulating it even more. So it's kind of cool because it sounds crazy. It sounds like a ton of different basses. And all that like high-end stuff is coming from right here, this white noise. It has less personality without the white noise. It's just like a little preset from Serum, Organics, squeaky. And it's not that special on its own, but when it has all those effects on it, this is literally one note. It's just D the whole time. Like it's actually pretty simple. It sounds pretty crazy, but it's pretty simple. So hold on. In here, I have a lead coming. Yeah, the lead, it just sounds nice in the background. It's a nice lead. Sounds kind of like Rogue, who is an excellent producer. I'm gonna try to mute this here. Okay. These are just hats. They come in later to give it more movement. It's just, you know, progression, basic progression. So I believe these kicks are different. Hold on. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is a pretty thick kick. It might just be the drop kick. The kick from the drop, but just changed a little bit. The EQ might be a little bit different, but you know, it hits pretty hard, which is the point. This is modeled out. I mentioned Copycat earlier. This is kind of modeled after Copycat stuff a little bit because you know, he's got big heavy kicks and breakbeat drums and stuff. A lot of reverb again. Cymbal still going. So this is a pretty nice little transition here. These little hats, they filter out, and then there's this clock. That's nice. That's just a clock sample. I think I denoised it, took it from some sample somewhere. It just sounds nice. People use clocks a lot in electronic. This is just the lead using that thing with a lot of resonance. Again, modulating the resonance so it doesn't, you know, really break your ears by the time, I don't know, this is like 2 bars in, and the resonance will get really loud if you don't turn it down. Oh, this is the same little vocal flange synth that I was using in the drop and in the breakdown. But I'm modulating the cutoff and the unison, which is the detuning. You get this cool pad effect. From here it just builds up, because the drop is coming soon. There's also this little ambience, so that's nice, isn't it? It's just a little pluck. It sounds better with the chords on top of it. Whoops. Because you don't get like the pluck of it, you really just get the beauty. Pretty simple, it's only 2 notes. The vinyl's still going, by the way. As you can deduce, pretty simple here. And then right here, it's like halfway through, I throw some kicks in here. Or excuse me, I throw a clap in there. I call it a snare, but it's a clap. I like it. So right here I have, it's just the clap again, but there's some toms. And the volume is going pretty crazy right here. So without the volume on, it just, I didn't like it without the volume automation. But it just sounds a little bit better with the automation. So this is pretty simple. Just have the white noise, a little breakdown here, and how about, hold on. So you know, the chords, they just come in strong, especially after it's all mellow there, and then you just, and these are the plucks from the drop. But they have some cool modulation on them. Their decay is like changing as you go through, and it's just one note at a time in the chord. The same chords, just one note at a time, which is an arpeggio. Hold on. I don't know why that's not playing. I guess it's probably because of this. And that's pretty loud, isn't it? And that's just a little, you can barely hear that, but it just gives it a little rise. And this is very simple. It's just the same, all the drums from the drop. You know, I'm changing the cutoff. And so it like, all the frequencies are being taken down and then come right back up. And then right here, this is by far my favorite part of the song. So these are 808 drums, which, you know, you hear them a lot in trap and in rap music, and they're good. And right here, I just added this little wood block on top of the snare, and it just makes it sound a little bit more trappy. And I have the cymbal on every kick now. Well, most kicks. So, same shaker. And now we have hats. That's a staple for trap music. Of course, gotta have that little note before the next 808 at the end of a bar. It's gotta go up a little bit. So that just sounds nice. It's a lot of percussion. It really worked out well. And then all the way down here, oh my god. Okay. So instead of just like the chords sustaining all the way through, they just have a release now. So you hold them for a little bit and then they release. It just sounds a little bit more catchy. And then right here, these plucks, they got this pretty nice little melody. You know, it just gives, it gives a lot more movement to this. That's why this part stands out to me. You know, and why I think it stands out in the track is because it's not so static. It's dynamic. Oh, right here, this is where the... And it's all the same until you get over to this part where I like I start adding in like little fills. Like same bass pluck from earlier. I wonder where this one is. Hold up. Hold on. So this just makes a kind of cool little, I don't know, it sounds like a scratch from a turntable. This really just flows into the next chord, doesn't it? And this is just kind of whack. Just a layer on top of this. And then, you know, I just build it back up here. And then all together that sounds like this. Right here, pretty simple. I just hold on. I just, you know, I kind of just took parts of these like wave files and just made a little transition out of them. Basic stuff. And then you just go back into the drop in the first place. And there's basically no change. I probably should have changed the melodies over here. Excuse me. But it's already done. And this is the last chord. I think so you just got the synth from earlier. And that's a good idea in your songs, is to repeat things. Like, don't be afraid to use the same synth or the same drums or the same whatever a lot. I mean, you know, it's good to be diverse with your instruments and all that, but using the same thing over again makes it feel, you know, like continuous. It makes it feel like the same thing. And then I have the same citrus lead. And it's the filter and the cutoff. Yeah, I have two cutoffs. Just being filtered down. And the best part, I just have the Windows 95. I just reversed the Windows 95 opening. And then it sounds really nice. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed.